Be Sure to Cook. Welcome back to another episode of Be Sure to Cook. Today we're going to make gooey, sticky cinnamon buns. So stay tuned and let's do this. Okay, I've got some activating original yeast. This is approximately, it's a little packet. This is approximately, says it's 2 1/4 tablespoons of yeast in here. I'm going to use this whole packet to my water. And it's warm. It has to be warm water. I'm going to put my yeast in here, this whole pack of yeast in this nice warm water. I'm going to mix this up a little bit. I'm going to add a teaspoon of sugar, a tablespoon of sugar. Sorry, not a teaspoon, but a tablespoon of sugar. Getting that all going. I'm going to mix this up thoroughly. I'm going to let this sit on the side. Make sure you mix this up so it can really get into that. Okay, for my rolls, I'm going to need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Well, I wanted to actually put it into a sifter to make sure this is not lumpy or anything. And I'm just going to try to sift this flour. Okay, I need a teaspoon of salt. Get that measured, and that is measured. I'm just going to add that in to my flour. In this recipe, you're also going to need 1/3 cup of sugar. And you're going to do it just like your flour. You're going to take it, you're going to level it off. We're going to put 1/3 cup of sugar in here. Okay, I got some butter, honey with cinnamon. I need 4 tablespoons of this because this is my butter. So we're measuring 4 tablespoons. That's 2 tablespoons. That's 3 tablespoons because you do need some type of oil, and this is your oil. And that's 4 tablespoons. Okay, now I'm just gonna lightly just stir all this together, making sure this is all incorporated. Okay, after I got through mixing the butter up really, really good, I'm gonna go over here. I need a whole yolk that I'm gonna put in here, and I need 1 whole egg. And I always put it in the bowl. Put it in the bowl sometimes because, you know, you might get that shell. I hate that shell. And once you get that shell, it's so hard to get out for some people. But me, I know how to fish them out like crazy because sometimes I get them all the time. I know how to fish those things out just with my hand. But make sure, guys, that you set this egg out, kind of warm it up. Let it sit out for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Get the egg nice and warm. Okay, so now I'm just going to add that egg in there. And there's my yeast. It's activated. So I'm going to pour all this in, making sure taking my spatula, make sure I get all of these big bubbles and everything, because you don't want to lose any of this. And we're going to mix that all in there. We're going to take us a little spatula here, and we're going to, or a spoon or whatever you have, a fork, anything you can mix it, or a blender or whatever. We're going to mix it all together. And we're going to incorporate all this because we want all this to come together. We're going to start getting our hands in here, and we're going to just start squeezing all this together. Okay, so after you get the dough just like you want it, and see it's not sticky anymore, you put it in a nice little ball. And we're going to transfer this to a whole different bowl because we want it to rise. And we want to have room to rise. So we got another bigger bowl. But guess what, guys? I'm taking some non-stick spray in my bowl and taking my ball, and I'm going to flip it over on both sides. And I'm going to let this rise. Okay, so I'm just going to put it back here. That's where the warm, it's like lukewarm, but it'll help it rise. Okay, guys, while our dough's rising, I want to give you a really great tip. So when you get ready to cut your rolls and you're waiting for your second rise, I'm going to give you a best and easy way to do it. You turn on your stove early, but you want to turn it on a low heat, like 170, 150, and you want to keep that on. And what you want to do to make your dough rise even higher when you get ready to bake your rolls, your second rise, you want to put a pan of water down onto your lower rack because you're going to use your top rack to cook your rolls. And what you're going to do with this pan is you're going to let it steam with water. You're going to fill it up with water and you're going to just let it cook and steam. It's going to do a steamer in here, just like you rising bread. Now we're about to prepare our icing for our cinnamon rolls. I've got my hand cordless mixer, and this is a KitchenAid, and I'm mixing up 3 tablespoons of softened butter. This is butter with no salt added, and you should set your butter out early so it can get softened before you start making this. So let's whip this up. Get this nice and smooth. Okay, I have 4 ounces of cream cheese that sat in this bowl and got softened. Mix both of these together. I've got my 3/4 cups sugar, powdered sugar now. I put that in there. I'm going to take out my spatula and I'm going to beat this up real slowly inside my cream cheese mixture. And this is your icing. If you want to make more of this, just double it, or you can triple it. Okay, I've got a 1/4 teaspoon that I have that I'm going to be adding my organic vanilla powder. This is so good. It's a vanilla powder. It's just 1/4 teaspoon. It's very small. I'm going to add that vanilla powder. I'm going to use just a little bit, half of the 1/4, because I really don't need all that vanilla. Just a drop or so. And I'm going to mix this all up just like I did with the blender. But you can actually mix this really good if you want. If you want to use the blender again, just give it a quick whip. Okay, this has really doubled in size. I'm going to beat it down just like I want it. Right. I'm just going to tear off a couple pieces. I got a little flour. I'm going to spread on my board. I'm going to roll it out. Okay, I'm rolling this out because I need this to be nice and even where I can actually put my cinnamon, butter, and sugar and spread this out and roll this baby up. Now, since my board is smaller, I'm going to be rolling up quite a bit, a lot of them. So I'm going to use this whole dough, but I'm going to be spreading out a little at a time. Okay, this is that cinnamon, butter, and honey. I'm going to spread the cinnamon and butter and honey all over my dough. And we got brown sugar. And we got the regular granulated sugar with cinnamon in there. We're just going to mix all of these up together. Then you want to sprinkle the cinnamon all over your cinnamon sugar roll. And you want to make sure you sprinkle that and make sure you get lots of sugar and cinnamon in there because you want that to be cinnamon and sugary. Okay. Then after you do that, you want to take it and you want to roll. And you want to keep rolling it. Okay, then I'm going to cut. You can cut them as big as you want them. They're your rolls. You can cut them how you want them. You want them big, you can cut them big. I just smash them down like this a little bit. These are my cinnamon rolls. Oops. No, you didn't come out. That's the nice gooey, gooey, gooey flavor. You get smashed because of that. I always just smash them down and give them that little smash roll. It don't have to look like that. You can make them look like cinnamon rolls. Okay, we're going to finish making the rest and we'll be back. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking a little bit of the cinnamon butter, putting it on top. This is just me. This is something I like doing. I love doing that. So it is nice and warm. So this is your second rise. I'm going to put these in here and leave these in here until they proof back again, which that warm water and that 170 to 150 is going to make these rise really big. Okay, these have been proofing for about a good hour now. I got some heavy cream here that I'm going to drizzle over those cinnamon rolls. Okay, here they go. Set them in there. I don't want to make a lot of sound to them because I don't want anything to fall. 350 degrees. I got the oven up and it's all ready to start cooking. Let's give them about 25 to 30 minutes. Please check them in about 15 to 20 minutes. You want to check them constantly. You don't want them to burn, and you want them to be nice and pretty golden brown, and you don't want them too dark. You want them just right and perfect. Okay, I'm looking at them. I'm feeling them. I'm getting that bounce back. I know these are done. Taking them out of the oven. Now I'm just going to spread some of this icing over the cinnamon rolls. Why it's just coming out of the oven to melt it a little bit. We can always put some extra on there, guys. And this is my cream cheese icing that we made earlier. We put this in the refrigerator a little bit. I really want this to get that really good, delicious effect to these cinnamon rolls. And this is going to melt a little bit and make it really delicious. Oh, give it that wonderful taste. And that's what we're looking for. Or some people don't like them like this melted. You don't have to. You can wait till yours totally cool off, and then put this over it. But I like just that little melted looks. I want it to be nice and beautiful. If you want extra, you can always put extra on. You can double your frosting if you want. The icing of your stuff. I double it a little bit because some people like extra. Instead of making, you can double it or triple it. Just follow the recipe that I have. It works out fine every time. These are ready to eat. And here's my version of ooey gooey cinnamon rolls. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope you can make it for your family. I hope you all like it. This is a wonderful dish, especially late at night. You know, when the sun's gone down, you got fresh cinnamon rolls baking and cooking. You can eat one, and then you go to bed, and you know you had a nice warm cinnamon bun. Or you can wake up in the morning with a glass of milk, warm you up one, and it's good for breakfast. Hey, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Because guess what? I didn't make this alone. You and me, we did this together. And we can make plenty more dishes. Come back next time. See you later. Bye. Okay, I'm going to get one out. Oh, I like the middle. Oh, the middle.